afternoon YouTube, Xfile 2708, back again with another video. As you can tell from the background, something very different for today's video and probably confusing some of you guys judging by the thumbnail. Yeah, we're upstairs in the corner of one of my bedrooms. The unit behind is one of 3 tall Billy bookcases that I've got to house all of my non-horror DVDs. But the reason I'm doing this is because myself and Lewis had some very good news last week, and we've finally been offered a flat after just over 2 years of bidding. So we will be moving from X-File Towers, whatever you want to call it, in the next month or two. So what I'm having to do, or what myself and Lewis have decided to do, with regards to the mega halls, at the moment we've got 30-ish bags and boxes still to get through, and you'll have seen from the mega haul videos, there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of rom-coms, a lot of musicals. No offence to any of you guys that are into that, or girls even, that are into that sort of thing, but it's not for myself and Lewis. Like I say, we've got 28-30 boxes and bags still to go through, and with moving house, the last thing we want is to be traipsing 30 bags and boxes across to the new place that we've got potentially no intention of keeping the majority. Out of those 30 bags and boxes, there's probably, I don't know, probably going to be less than 10 bags and boxes that we're going to keep for our own collections. The rest, like I say, is more than likely, you know, it's going to be rom-coms, it's going to be musicals, it's going to be Harry Potter and Mrs. Brown's Boys. We don't want to be wasting time trudging all of those unnecessarily over to the new place just to carry on doing the mega haul videos. So what myself and Lewis have decided we're going to do, which we started last weekend, is we're going to go through probably 4 bags and boxes at a time. It's going to be, you know, a month or two before the new place is ready for us to move into. But we're going to use that time, like I say, probably 4 bags and boxes at a time. We're just going to bring them through into my bedroom here and literally rummage through a pile for me that I'm keeping, pile for Lewis that he's keeping, pile for the charity shop, and do it that way so it can be all sorted before we get the keys and we're able to move. So we started last weekend, 4 bags and boxes. 3 out of the 4 bags and boxes, I should have a bags and boxes counter, shouldn't I? I feel as though I'm saying it lots already in this video. But yeah, we sorted through 4 lots at the weekend, and what we've decided to do, because people still enjoy seeing what we've found as part of those mega hauls. I've got a bag here that was what I basically cherry picked, either by knowing that I'd got an interest in those particular titles, or at the time by IMDbing, seeing if it got a good rating and what sort of film it was. So from here on in, with regards to the mega hauls, it's now going to be highlights videos, which, apart from this one where I'm explaining how it's all come about, I'm going to try and keep to 15-20 minute videos. Like I say, you can imagine 30 odd still to go through, and you're talking an hour to an hour and a half for each video to try and do before we moved. So it's just not practical. So without further ado, guys, let me share with you what I got from the last lot myself and Lewis went through, which was 4 bags and boxes in total and pretty much a full bag here that I'm going to be keeping for the collection. So I may have to do cuts on this one. I've got a shelf to the side of me here that I can put them onto. So once that's full, then I'm going to have a cheeky little edit and move things around and carry on that way. But yeah, first one that I've decided to keep is Underworld. So that's that one. I'm literally going to fire through these dead quickly, guys. So not the most comfortable of spots for me to be sitting, and yeah, we'll get through them as quick as we can. Class of 92. Like I say, all of these I either am aware of already or have IMDb'd, so they're all keepers for the collection. Lee Evans Live. Three Kings in a snapper. The absolutely fantastic Shooter with Mark Wahlberg. Another snapper, Swordfish, which I think oddly has just got has it got an Arrow 4K release? Bizarre. I'm happy with it on DVD. Another Mark Wahlberg one which I haven't seen before, Mile 22. Who's in this one? Michael Caine, Bob Hoskins and John Lithgow in Them There Were Giants. Not one I've seen before, but seemed to rate quite well. Next up, Donnie Brasco. And then one called Widows, which has got the lovely Michelle Rodriguez in. Colin Farrell's in it, Liam Neeson and Robert Duvall. So, Widows. War movie next. Thin Red Line. John Wayne, guessing this is going to be a Western. Helltown. Long overdue a rewatch of this one. I don't think I've seen it since the VHS days. So, Leon. TV series next, which I have never seen before, but heard good things about. So this is, where are we? Season 2 of Spooks. Double Sherlock Holmes feature, Hound of the Baskervilles and The Voice of Terror. It's that one. Paul Walker movie, again, one I haven't seen of his, but looking forward to checking it out. Into the Blue. Keanu Reeves movie in Replicas. Only grabbed this one just for the first movie, absolutely iconic 80s film, but it's the double pack of Teen Wolf 1 and 2. Lewis said, oh, that doesn't rate too well, but I know you're going to keep it, Dad. So there we go. Spring Breakers. All right, second pile incoming. Sealed copy of American Reunion. Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx in the Miami Vice movie. Mel Gibson, this one with a nice slip. Apocalypto. One of the Charlie Borman documentary ones, By Any Means. So he was also in the Long Way Round and The Long Way Down, which I think I've got one of those already on DVD. Quite a good watch. And we have Road to Perdition. Apologies if the lighting's not the best in here, guys, but working with what we've got at the minute. So the original Hangover, love these, absolutely funny as fuck. and With a Slip, Hangover Part 2. One that I haven't seen before, but I am looking forward to checking it out. It is on the Budget Hollywood DVD label, but it's a movie directed by Abel Ferrara, who did Driller Killer, and this one stars Nancy Allen, and it's a movie called The Gladiator. So, I'm guessing it's going to be absolutely terrible, but you know me, guys, I do like so bad it's good movies, so I am looking forward to checking that one out. One that looks like a western based on a true story. It's got C. Thomas Howling, and it is Dead Man Redemption. So, any of these guys, let me know if you're fans of them or not. Nicole Kidman and Sean Penn in The Interpreter. One that I have seen before, quite an amusing comedy, this one. Bad Neighbours, with Seth Rogen, Zac Efron and Rose Byrne. So there we go, that's that one. Then we've got Ocean's 13. So I think I got Ocean's 11, the original and the remake, and then obviously Ocean's 13, and I think 12 is probably in this bag somewhere as well, if I remember rightly. Snapper release of Matrix. Do like myself a bit of Mr. Pilkington, so this is Idiot Abroad Season 1 and 2 box set. Denzel Washington in Deja Vu. And then we have The Untouchables. I might be able to start a third pile in a minute. So one that Lewis had an interest in watching because it stars Taron Egerton. But yeah, obviously the biopic about Elton John. One I haven't seen, but I'll gladly sit and give it a watch with Lewis one evening. Bruce Willis in Tears of the Sun. Right, see if I can start this third pile without having to edit. One that Pete over at Pedro's Movie Cavern was talking on his Facebook about earlier. Tom Cruise in War of the Worlds. That's that one. The legendary John Cleese and Jamie Lee Curtis in A Fish Called Wanda. Pleased with this one, it does have a disc missing, so I will see if I can sort that out at some point. But Season 1 and Season 2 of the Westworld TV series. It's that one. Another snapper, this is Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry in The Whole Nine Yards. Tommy Lee Jones and Cate Blanchett in The Missing. And then we have Season 3 of Mad Men. So me and Lewis are hoping in the remaining 25 boxes or however many it is that Season 1 and 2 will be amongst them. So there we go, Mad Men, which is where is he? Is it the one that I can't remember his name now? What does it say? It doesn't say, but yeah, there we go. Any fans of that one, let me know. Hayden Christensen, Jessica Alba again, and a movie called Awake. And Harrison Ford and Liam Neeson, K-19 Widowmaker. It's that one. And one with Dennis Quaid, Flight of the Phoenix. That's that one. everybody's favourite person, Kevin Spacey, another snapper. One I'm looking forward to checking out, actually. Never heard of it before, but it's called Ordinary Decent Criminal. So if anyone can give me a heads up on that one, let me know. Then we have Scarface. And then we have Patriot Games, old Harrison Ford. And then Samuel L. Jackson, Colin Farrell, Michelle Rodriguez, and LL Cool J in SWAT. Bit of classic Jim Henson action, Muppets in Space. Good old Sacha Baron Cohen, so I'm sure it's going to be very politically incorrect and up my street, so Bruno. Looking forward to the sequel to that, Tyson. There you go, Sammy, that one was for you, matey. Oh, lol. And then we have Apollo 13. One that I am looking to get on Blu-ray at some point, but nice to have it in the collection initially on DVD. So, District 9. Another one, intrigued to check this one out, never heard of it before, but it's James Belushi in Justice. So that's that one. Right, bear with me a second, guys. Just going to edit and then I'll be back with the last few. There we go. After all that, guys, I've moved those 3 piles there that I've just finished showing. Literally at the bottom of the bag, there's 4 titles left to show. Couldn't make it up, but there we go. Anyway, the last 4 guys. First up, World Trade Center with... Was it Nicolas Cage? Is it Nicolas Cage? Yeah, Nicolas Cage, yeah. Michelle Pfeiffer telling the true story about 9/11. So, yeah, looking forward to checking that one out. So, there we go, World Trade Center. And first series, again, looking forward to checking this one out. Series I've never seen before. Dylan Moran and Bill Bailey. And it is Black Books. Then we have Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct. One I saw at the cinema originally back in the day when it first came out. And then finally, as I mentioned, there you go. That completes the trilogy for me. So, Ocean's 12. So there we go, guys. That was basically 4 boxes and bags that myself and Lewis rummaged through off camera at the weekend. Pretty much a full bag for life for my collection there. So decent amount. Lewis probably had about 20 or so titles. I think the highlight for him was the Alien Quadrilogy box set. So he was very happy that was in there as well. So yeah, anything you're a fan of there, guys, let me know in the comments. Like I say, myself and Lewis moving to pastures new. Well, not really pastures new. We're still fairly local. But yeah, moving in the next couple of months. So all of this behind. I'm glad I've not sorted shelves and alphabetical order and things like that like I have done in the horror room downstairs. It's just been lumped, the non-horror stuff, up here for the time being. But yeah, everything will be moved into the new place and a proper movie room put together. So there we go. But I'll let you know nearer the time, guys, when we're moving, etc. Because obviously, you know, there won't be any videos for maybe the week running up to it, and then maybe for a week or 2 afterwards we'll just play it by ear and see how it goes. So there we go, guys. That's the guerrilla style video for today. As always, please remember to like, comment and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll be back later on in the week with another video. Bye for now, guys.